Hello there, World of Tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Burning Peak, and get ready for some anime crew voices because today, Wargaming has released a bunch of new bundles in the store for GuP, Girls und Panzer Tanks. In front of us, we have the Tiger 2 Kuro Mine. The Mine, I don't know how to pronounce it. Either way, making our way into the Girls und Panzer store, we can see there is quite a bit of new things. We have the Tiger Kuro Mine for $30. We have the Jax, I don't know how to pronounce it, BT-42. It's kind of crazy Wargaming is selling a Tier 5 for $25 when you get the Tier 7 for $30. Maybe they're just trying to do like a marketing trick, but I seriously don't understand why these two Tier 5s are the same price as a Tier 7. But we are going to focus on the Tier 7 for today's video. I'll have a separate video on the BT-42, which looks actually quite exciting, kind of like a BT-2 artillery. Now this tank has very similar stats to the captured King Tiger. In fact, mobility and armor-wise, they are exactly the same. There's only one difference, and that is the gun. We can see I'm running the exact same equipment, gun rammer, and, well, that's it, I guess, gun rammer and food. And we can see that's the same thing here for the Kuro Mine. We have gun rammer and food. So taking a look at the guns, we can see that this tank has 0.3 dispersion, 1.89 seconds of aiming time, and 1860 DPM. This tank has 2100 DPM, so about a 250 DPM advantage, but slightly worse dispersion and slightly worse aiming time. So yeah, you're basically trading a bit of DPM on the Kuro for a bit better of an accuracy value, which is fine with me. I like accuracy, and it makes your tanks much more enjoyable. So, yeah, that's fine. And to make our DPM that little bit better, we'll just put on an orderly ammo rack to get the job done. Why not? So let's actually get into some gameplay and see how this vehicle performs. Now, if anything, it's going to play just like the captured King Tiger, so it should be a more than fine playstyle. I'm really excited to see how the gun performs, though. I've no clue how the on-movement dispersion is, if it's the same as the captured King Tiger. I've messed around with the captured Tiger, though, a little bit, and it's a pretty fun vehicle in general. I've done all the field modification for this tank as well. However, for Tier 7's field mods really don't do much, so it's not that big of a deal. It honestly took a surprising amount of time to get into battle. It honestly took a surprising amount of time to get in the game, but you know what? Well, this is a pretty solid matchup. We are one of only 3 Tier 7s. I am quite excited. Man, I really like the look of this tank. I don't know what you guys think in the comments, but personally, I think this looks amazing. I really, really like this. It almost looks like a historical design, which is funny because it's Girls und Panzer. We can actually see a BT-42 on our team here, so it's pretty interesting. I did put a Bounty Turbo on this tank just because I wanted to make it a little bit more enjoyable to drive. We'll see how that actually ends up being. And we have another Tiger Kuro on our team as well, so this is the Tigers. Now, mobility-wise, it's decent, as we can see, especially with that turbo allowing us to get upwards of 36 kilometers per hour on flat here. I think it's a little bit faster than this, but either way, it's pretty fast for overall top speed, which is decent for, I mean, a big, heavy tank like this. Gun depression-wise, it looks like it's around 7-8 degrees. Pretty average for, you know, what you would think. Actually, that looks like a lot of gun depression. I'm going to have to double-check and see how much this has after game, but I'm going to guess 8 degrees. That's my bet. Alright, well, unfortunately, we have lost a teammate already, but it is a Tier 5, so not that big of a deal. I'm going to try and play fairly aggressive. I mean, they have an IS and a Kuro, but I don't think these are that scary of opponents. I'm just going to make my way up here if I can. I think that our DPM and overall gun is going to be solid for dealing with our opponents here, so we'll see. We might be able to get a shell. There you go. Easy shot into the enemy Cheeto SPG. Pretty good stuff. We've already dealt 230 damage. Alright, well, the aiming time feels actually very nice, I should say, on this tank. Feels very, very nice. That Cheeto's chilling over there. We got the KV off the top. We got a BDR G1B above. Well, let's see. I really want to get a shell into this Cheeto. The BDR is obviously not that big of a threat. Our Tiger's pushing up as well, which is kind of cool. Let's see. We got the T-34 shielded, who literally won't be able to do anything to us. Neither will that BDR, if you want my honest opinion. Let's just push up here and get another shell out into you. I'm going to ignore the BDR if I can, just for a slight bit. He does shoot me, but it's not really that much of an issue, to be completely real. I just don't see what this KV-1S is even going to be able to do to us. He's running the derp cannon, which obviously has very, very poor pen values and everything like that. I'm actually going to shoot at the Cheeto if I can, because that is a bigger threat in my opinion. So we get a nice shell into the Cheeto SPG. We have the IS all the way up top. Let's aim it on that IS, and oh, unfortunate. I mean, the accuracy on this tank seems pretty good, honestly. Can't really complain. Wow, that IS actually hatched us. That's pretty annoying. Alright, well, he didn't even hatch us. He, like, shot us just on the roof of the turret. Not that big of a deal, though. We're going to push this BDR G1B. I think that's some free damage, to be completely honest. We also got a tank destroyer in the back, aiming. Not able to hit him, but we do get 220 assistance for at least spotting up the M10. I know that tank's actually really dangerous, the M10. I remember going up against that thing when I was grinding tier 5 with one of my friends. That thing is a pain in the butt to deal with. Alright, well, we got the Churchill, and nope, not able to pen that shot. Bro, just hearing these anime voice actors is freaking hilarious. Alright, looks like the BDR ran away. We did get shot by Artie. Of course, it's a leaf blower, but the leaf blower really does not deal that much damage, so I'm not that worried. Yeah, that's what I thought, stinky boy. You're not leaf blowing me today. Nobody's blowing me. Alright, let's move up. Let's see if we can get some damage into the Churchill. That's ideally where our next chunk of HP is going to come from. There you go, nice 267 into his tank. I have to say the accuracy is really nice on this vehicle, but of course we get lit on fire. We love this game. That's really, really fun. Still getting shot by the Cromwell. I'm going to have to move up. Wow, we are possibly going to die. Alright, let's just aim it on the Churchill. There you go, we do get him killed. We're going to have to move up over here or I'm going to die. Very, very annoying that the Cromwell was able to move back there and absolutely nuke us. But we're not dead, so at least we got that going for us. Not dead yet, I should clarify. We got the BT-42 aiming and... oh. Alright, let's aim it again. Man, that thing has an awful, awful aiming, or turret traverse, I see. Oh, there you go. Nice shot into the BT. I mean, there's no way that guy was going to pen me anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it. Let's just aim it on this tank again. Nope. Keep on trying. I would expect the E25 to be able to hit him if I can't at least one of these tries, right? Let's see. There you go. We got him. 70 damage. Pretty good. We see the Cromwell is dead. Pretty good as well. This is a solid game. We did quite a bit here. To be fair, as I said, it was a tier 5 battle, so it's not like that crazy to believe that we got a decent game out against tier 5s, but still not bad. That shell was not great. I have to say the on-movement dispersion of this vehicle is still pretty mediocre. We got the Basoto shot. Let's move up a bit. Maybe we can get a little bit of damage. We died to a leaf blower. Bro. There's no way I got killed by a leaf blower. That is so sad. Oh well. It's a 2-mark leaf blower as well. I bet you... we'll take a look after this game ends, but I bet you that guy has a lot more games than he should in that tank. Either way, pretty solid battle. 2,500 damage. We kind of bullied our opponents, but man, that Cromwell, the fact that he lit us on fire almost absolutely ruined our game. But 2,500 damage is fairly solid for a tier 7, so yeah, not too bad at all. I will say the on-movement dispersion is pretty mediocre on this tank. Definitely could be a bit better. Might be more beneficial if I, instead of running a Bounty Turbo, I put on a T3 or T2 Turbo. Might make it a little bit more enjoyable, but we got a second class, and we did top on the team, so not all too bad in that regard. Let's try one more game in this tank and see how it does. Well, I forgot to move my camera off my my mini-map in that first game. It's not that big of a deal. It was a pretty easy steamroll in tier 5. But I have remembered this time. We are now over here. So, another pretty solid matchup. We have 3 Tigers. 2 Tiger Kuromori Mines and a King Tiger up against us. Honestly, I don't know how much armor this tank has. I haven't looked at the King Tiger or this vehicle's armor profile, but I would guess it's similar to the Tiger 2, so probably looking at about 230-ish mils on the upper plate, so I guess we'll find out. I actually do like the mobility on this vehicle, though. It's pretty good for you know, such a heavy vehicle. I always think how cool it must have been. Well, not cool, but kind of scary to see a Tiger II in real life. It's honestly pretty cool to think about. But man, I would not want to be looking down the barrel of one of these tanks. That would be really scary. However, I guess this is the historically... Ooh, okay. Well, never mind. We're not shooting that guy. I was going to say this is probably the historically accurate Tiger II because it has the 88mm, where, you know, the Tiger II in World of Tanks features a 100mm, which is not realistic. Well, we got Artie shooting already. Wow, that Artie penned the Hellcat for 600, bruh. My poor team. Alright, well, let's move up here and see if we can get maybe one shell into the WZ. Well, we're close. There you go. Nice 200 damage shot. Not bad. We got the Tiger Kuro mine over here as well. We got the Churchill. We spotted another Tiger. He bounced me. I'm just going to have to load gold if I want to be able to cut through his tank, I'm pretty sure. But we'll see. Artie tries to shoot me already. Well, let's see. Is he going to poke it? He does, and there you go. Nice 218. We're going to angle our hull out. Let's see if he has a track repair. He does not. Alright, well, there you go. Another easy shot into his tank's track. Oh, man, he is donezo. Alright, let's just pull out again. And honestly, I don't really care if he pens me because... oh, that doesn't pen, though? Oh, we got some anime voices. That pens me. That's a little cringe. Alright, let's just stay in a side scrape. Finish him off. Pretty good stuff. I'm very surprised that that other Tiger was able to pen me at that side scrape there. Did he cut through my side armor? I guess we can take a look at the game after. But let's aim it on the AMX. There you go. Nice 240 snapperoonie into the rear of his vehicular. Let's move up a bit and see if we can get some more out. I mean, this is looking to be a pretty easy win at this point. Good thing I'm running gun rammer, huh? Bruh, really? 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 That's just so cringe. The fact that we were like a second from rolling around. Oh my god, bro! I just want to shoot somebody! All I want to do is shoot somebody. Artillery is the cringiest thing in every single battle. It really is. Oh my god. And man, Artie has basically taken away what probably would have been at this point about 1,000 damage. Alright, well, let's just poke. The problem is I don't have the health to really trade with this guy, but we'll see. We will see. Alright, there's one pen into the Tiger. Pretty good. And we're going to try and get another pen out here in just a moment. Let's just poke, and there you go. Another nice pen into his tank. At this point, dude's obviously a goner. But at least we did a... Ooh, can't pet him. Oh well. We did a decent result here. As I said, literally the artillery on their team stopped us from getting out any damage. Because it's not the fact that, like, sure, getting hit by the Artie itself is a little cringe. You lose a bit of HP. It's not the end of the world. The thing that absolutely gets me so mad about Artie is the fact that then you are proceeded to be stunned for the next 15 to 20 seconds and either use a 20,000 credit repair kit or sit there and just suffer. And it is so annoying to not be able to aim in, have worse DPM and everything. It's just, man, everything about Artie I hate. It's just, absolutely hate it. Alright, well, we have the Leo, who is pretty exposed, so I'm hoping we can catch this Leo if we just move a little bit more over here, like so. And then we aim in, and bonk, there you go. Nice 218. And let's reload again. That Leo is obviously going to be dead. Well, not able to shoot another. Well, that's fine. We got the T25. Bonk, there you go. Nice shot. We're up to 1,800 damage already, which is pretty good. The T-25 AT is dead. That guy's dead. And there's only a couple tanks left on the enemy team. We got the Gonkavicha, which we're actually probably going to have to load gold for. However, I doubt we're even going to be able to get the clear before our team does. And maybe we will. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Bonk. There you go. 169. They have a Cromwell and T-3485M left. Let's go for the T-34 first, and then maybe we can go for the Cromwell after. And, oh, well, that works. All that's left is the Cromwell. Come over here, buddy boy. I doubt the Cromwell can even pen me frontally. Does manage to track me, though, which is rather annoying. We are shooting gold, but It really doesn't make that much of a difference to me. And dead. Alright, I mean, we did fine. We did 2,200 damage dealt, and we assisted 1,300. This tank, when fighting lower-tiered opponents, is pretty dang impressive. Because, obviously, Tier 6s and Tier 5s just aren't going to be able to pen the tank. When you're up against higher tiers, which I'm glad I didn't fight in today's video, I guarantee this vehicle is going to fall apart in about half a second. But we got a first class, and that's mostly because we got a lot of assistance that game. I mean, we still did top on the team, so I really can't get too mad, but man, those arties really took away a lot of the fun I was having for a moment there. We probably could have done close to 3k if those artillery did not track us constantly and stun us. Either way, pretty fun battle overall. I would say that this is a decent tank. I do like the fact that it has much better aiming time than the captured, and even though it's got slightly worse DPM, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. However, I could always say, you know, instead of running rammer, you could just swap rammer off for, you know, vents or something, and then your aiming time would be just as good. So it's kind of back and forth, but I think this tank overall is fine, and I really like the design it has going for it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, and as always, if you enjoy this content, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.